Do you just ever get to the point where the pain is too great to not believe in your greatness, to not take the steps to overcome fear? I'm finding myself, as I normally do, going around the spiral and tightening up on what I'm putting up with in my mind. And there's just so much shit in here that wants to take control and rule my experience. Oh man. And I just keep swiping it away. Like, I mean, there's moments where things want to take a hold, but I've just been really on it, calling in the white light, calling in my sacred fire to burn up anything that wants to try to stay in my mind, calling bullshit on the stuff that's going on in my mind, training myself to have the voice higher up that's ready to take action, that's ready to see past the fear, that knows the vision, knows the plan, and can get on board with it. And she's just carving away the excess fat like mad skills. But I just, in those moments where, you know, those moments of weakness, even when I'm doing that, it's like, it's just, I can't stay where I'm at anymore. I'm so invested and programmed and aware and open and in the energy of my dreams happening and working out that I find that that's all I can put my attention on. I can't fathom allowing any of the garbage to just hang out and control me anymore, from taking action, from finding a way, from getting the messages, from revealing the answers. It's just, you know, you get to a point where the vision is stronger, the pain of not moving forward is stronger, and the fear just doesn't touch you the way it used to. I've gotten myself to start working out again, like I'm walking 40 minutes a day, and that's been a struggle for me. Like, I've had moments where I'm really good about moving my body and whatnot, but it usually is always the last thing that clicks into place. And now I'm starting to walk every day and go out into nature again. For a while I wasn't really caring a lot about going out into nature, but this time around it's like the glory of things is opened up, and like I'm seeing through new eyes and seeing it in a whole nother awe. And I'm just grateful to be where I'm at. I'm grateful to start moving my body and not letting my mind control me to just sit in fear anymore, just sit in the old energy that is shedding and releasing. I'm having myself a glass of wine. Cheers. I'm just enjoying stepping over a whole new threshold that I don't even know. I mean, I know, but I don't know. Everything I'm moving into, stepping into, clearing out, tending to, moving towards, magnetizing, is all things that I've visualized and thought about, and spirits brought the plan in my face over and over again, but actually having it unfold and being in that place of, you know, knowing and seeing in your head is one thing, but doing physically on this 3D plane is a whole different thing. And I'm loving it, but it's just like witnessing myself, those moments of where I would have been timid, and I'm aware that that would be a moment where I would be timid or I'd be like, oh, unsure, and I just relax and I say, I don't give a fuck, and I just do it. And I just move with the flow of it. It's huge. That's huge. Getting to this point makes me really see how consumed with fear and limiting beliefs that I was. Letting it control me. I was so critical of things, especially when I was in my darkness. Now I'm getting to the point where I can hold space for the darkness and not let it necessarily take over. I can witness it. But wow, I was really like a high anxiety functioning human being with a lot of baggage. A lot of baggage. I don't know how I did it. And I'm sure in another year or two, I'll look at myself now and be like, I don't know how she did it. You know, it's cool to watch yourself evolve in these ways. Do you ever recognize that? Like how you feel from one point to another, how you get to the other side of one perspective or thought or experience that you had, and you're like, oh my goodness, how did I do that? It's like a whole different world over here. Thank Goddess. Thank Goddess for transformation and healing and moving. I had a moment today where it dawned on me, again, this is nothing new, but change is the constant. And I'm like, how do I adapt to that? Well, I fall in love with life and I let it take me for the ride. I fall in love with it and I let it be how it is, and I accept it with grace and ease. Because to love this life, to shine bright and be in it fully, is to love everything about it. And I'd rather be loving life than being sad for its end. I'd rather be celebrating its fullness versus dwelling in what won't always be, which has been a place where I was. Man, when I started doing this work, I had no idea some of these perceptions that I would be grappling with. But I'm grateful every day because the gifts that come are far more magical than if I didn't. And it's more rewarding and fulfilling to be addressing and seeing these different perspectives and the slump off of the old, and it's magical. I could never go back. And the remembering is really magical too. When you get to a point where the fear doesn't control you quite as much, people say that you start remembering who you truly are and being able to shine your light. Well, it's true. I mean, what's your experience with that? Have you got glimpses of who you used to be or who you truly are through spirit? Like your soul's essence? You're like, oh yeah, that's the juice right there. That's the magic. That's why I'm doing this work, to get there so I can live from that expression while I'm here on this beautiful rock. Beautiful rock. Just an alien from the stars coming down on this rock to clear some karma and shine so brightly in the most magical ways. Well, I think that's really all the musings I've got for you today. Just kind of a musing, exactly what it is, witnessing what's going on and sharing it. But that's what some days are about, you know, just taking in how you're moving about things, witnessing yourself, witnessing how you feel. Like I had a random burst of gratitude come into my heart this morning, just out of nowhere. Just how much I'm grateful for where I'm at and what I'm doing and the boundaries I'm pushing. Because, you know, it's kind of crazy in my head right now, because I have shared another video that right now I'm kind of like kicking my own ass. I'm kicking my own ass. Do you mind? Jim Carrey. Which one's that from? Liar, Liar. Yeah. But what I'm doing is, you know, I've tried many ways of getting myself used to the thoughts that come in here. You know, 90% of the thoughts that just flow in here are just automatic, part of your subconscious, picking up things, and it's just seeing if you'll grab onto. And, you know, I've tested and played with this a lot of times, and honestly, what's working the best for me is what I'm doing, and that's basically yelling at any of those thoughts that I feel like I might want to hold on to. I'm just having a dialogue with it. I'm just like, nope, no thank you. That's what I'm literally, my mind in my head, when something comes up, I will call it bullshit. I was like, you can exist, but I don't trust in your truth. You are not the truth. I don't believe in you. Just like getting myself used to knowing that those thoughts that come through aren't my truth. And there'll be a point where I don't have to do that. But for now, to get me moving out of fear, which, you know, I'm taking lots of strides here and I want to be moving out of that. And there's things I'm doing in my life right now where I can't just be sitting in fear. Like I've dedicated myself to moving through it. So I got to call myself out until I know that what moves through here isn't truth. So that's how I'm training myself. Some people can do it more peacefully. Some people just witness it, and I've done that a little bit. But right now, the calling out of my own bullshit is really helping me, because it's showing me where I would have cabbaged onto something, where I would have let affect me, where I would have let my thoughts start thinking on them. It's giving me, it's like a pattern interrupt. It's like, oh, hell no. And it's making me laugh too. Like I laugh at myself. I'm like, yeah, what a bullshit thought. It's not true, you know? And so I get in the habit of knowing that those aren't true. And there'll be a point where I can quiet my mind and just know whatever's moving through is just moving through. But for now, calling myself out, making myself aware of how many thoughts that are just flowing by that I want to pick up and hold on to and give energy. And that's a huge insight in itself too, to see how many of those energy, or how many of those thoughts just rolling through. I'm like, oh, hey, wait, oh man, I feel so guilty for that. Why did I have that thought? Or I'm such a bad person for having that thought. Or, oh my God, what if that happens? Oh my God, this, dude. Just cabbaging onto those pieces of trash moving through, and I'm just like, what? What? So it's eye-opening. It makes me be aware of allowing that. And I haven't been doing it too much. There's, you know, here and there's been some where I was like really grabbing onto it, but that's when I call in my guides. I call in Archangel Michael. I call in Goddess Bridget. I call in the white light. I call in my sacred heart flame to burn it, send it into the incinerator, and I just keep throwing light and love at it till it has no other option but to hit the high road. And that, my friends, I have this goal that I'm gonna do some public speaking eventually, and I'm gonna walk into the room I'm gonna walk into these rooms, I do these public speaking, and I'm going to be this beautiful ball of white light walking in, and whoever, like, my auric field expands out like 9 feet past my heart, and whoever comes in contact with my aura will just be hit by a beautiful white light of love. I want people to feel love and be touched by love when I'm walking through that building, or when I'm in a video, wherever I am at. For whatever reason, this just is something that I've been working on. So when those thoughts come in that aren't serving me, I give them that white light. And as I do that, it expands out, and I'm working towards having that expansive white light within my energy auric field around my heart to do that. And it's helping heal me with the thoughts, you know? Anyways, I was gonna end this a few minutes ago, but I guess I had some more goodies to share with you. So thank you so much for listening and showing up. I hope this is helpful to you in some way, helps maybe spark an idea in you, or helps make movement for you, or transformation, or just anything. My cat. I love my cat's tail. I love kitties. Well, I love all animals, but cats. I'm a cat. Energy. Rare. I have 2 dogs too, and I love them so much. The dogs kind of get the grunt of it. They help me do a lot of energy work. The cat is definitely like part of my energy. You know, they say some people are cats, some people are dogs. Just in general. I definitely got more cat energy. All right, beautiful beings. Until the next video, love and laughter.